Hi, welcome back, folks. We're the Cigar Ambassadors. I want to welcome you to our YouTube channel. Today we have a wonderful subject matter that I think a lot of you will find interesting because it has a vast array of elements to it that may speak to you, may not, but it speaks to us because we've been gathering and collecting a lot of different items that relate to cigars. And you know, why don't I just let it out the bag? Bob, we're going to talk about our wonderful collection of lighters.
We all have more than we need,
And
and it's something every cigar smoker has to have at some level, right?
absolutely.
So we want to go through the varieties of it. I'm smoking. Why aren't you smoking yet?
Well, that's a good question, Bob.
Get your cigar out. Let me light it for you.
Well, of
I
course.
have. You gonna cut that maybe?
Well, yeah, once I see what I'm lighting it with.
Well, you don't need to know what I mean. I'm a seasoned cigar smoker. I'm gonna light it for you. I've got
Okay.
my Zippo lighter here.
Oh.
This is really kind of cool, and
Yeah,
it's.
thank you, but no thank you.
You don't want my Zippo?
No, I appreciate the offer.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm ready. I know some people are particular. I've got matches. Can I use matches? I want to help you out
Well,
here.
I'm
Louis.
glad you're a Boy Scout. You're prepared, and matches would work if I was trying to light a campfire. But no, thank you. I'll
Don't want
pass
that
on
on
that.
your cigar.
Nah, I don't want that on my cigar.
You know what? I've got. I'm an aficionado.
Oh,
I have a spill.
ah.
Do you want me to light the spill and then we can light your cigar?
I think this channel session would be over by the time I got the cigar lit with that. But I like that.
You like the idea.
I like the idea.
But we don't want to be here 20 minutes.
I don't want to be at 20 minutes lighting the cigar.
You know what? I'm going to let you light your own cigar.
Okay.
You obviously don't want my help.
Well, I do, but with the Zippo, that particular Zippo, as a matter of fact, folks, that one uses a fuel that once you put your cigar to that, you're going to inhale all of those fumes. That particular lighter, Zippo, with the, what kind of fuel is that again? It's
Like a fuel oil.
Yeah.
It is horrific to smell.
Yeah.
And I know a lot of cigar smokers or cigarette smokers love their Zippo lighters. I cannot stand those fumes
No.
from that.
I
And
don't
we're-
want my cigar to smell nor taste like that.
But if you like your Zippo lighter, we have something in store for you in just a little bit.
Okay.
So
While you do that, I'll cut my
why
cigar.
don't you cut your cigar and we'll talk about some options. You know, the reality is you have a lot of options when it comes to lighters, and you have everything from here. You have your little your little butane lighter that you can get at your convenience store for, I don't know, $1.25.
Nice.
This will work.
Yeah, in a
And
pinch.
and there's a reason I have it, because you find yourself without a lighter and you have a cigar and you need to light it, right? It'll work in a pinch. Soft flame lighter, right?
Yep.
Another one, if you smoke a pipe as well, we have this combination, pipe and cigar lighter.
And again, a soft flame.
Again, a soft flame. I think you have another soft flame that maybe puts these two to shame. You want to show us that?
Well, not that I want to brag or anything about it, but folks, you got to know that, and you can spend anywhere from $1.50 for a lighter, upwards of $25,000 for a lighter, and this little trusty fellow right here, if you can see what I'm holding, those of you that know this sound will know what it is a DuPont. Retails for about $1,200. You can spend 3 times, 10 times, 20 times that on a DuPont if you want to, based on its design. It's more elaborate with gold inlay and all kind of other gaudiness, which is elegant for DuPont lighter collectors.
And yes,
This is a nice soft flame, as you can see, and it takes a little time, a little skill to get that going with your cigar because of how you have to go through the ceremony of toasting and then lighting your cigar, but it's a very good option. This particular lighter, again, retails for about $1,200, and if that's within your wheelhouse and your budget, then there you have it.
I think so much about collecting lighters. There's a range of reasons.
Yes.
We look at functionality,
Yep.
and we'll talk more about that as we move on. We look at aesthetics. I want it pretty,
Yeah.
right? I want to carry a pretty lighter. Or we look at collectability.
Right.
And I think when we get into the DuPonts, we're looking a lot at collectability,
Yes.
particularly in the limited edition varieties of those.
Well, and then the ones that also have certain features to them, like the 007 or some other theme to them. There's a lot that you would see in the DuPont line that has a particular theme that is also limited and has certain elements to it that makes it a collectible lighter.
Now we talked about, you didn't like my Zippo.
Nah.
You didn't like my Zippo.
It's a pretty lighter, though.
Well, it's pretty, but you know, for those of you that are really fans of Zippo lighters, you can indeed use a Zippo lighter.
Aha.
Zippo has a torch insert, so you can see that there. Slides. See if I can get out. Will slide out, so you can put in your fuel.
Yeah.
Instead of fuel oil, you're putting butane into these.
There you go.
So I kind of love, you know, my little Vikings DuPont, or my Vikings Zippo DuPont in my dreams, right?
Hey, DuPont, you heard that. We want to make a Vikings DuPont.
Yeah, let's put it $1,200.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds works for me. So now we kind of moved into from soft flame into torch,
Right.
We have a Zippo torch there, and there are a variety. Once we get into torch lighters, there are so many varieties to talk about.
It's I don't know what the count is on that. It's just infinitesimal, because you can find so many different sizes, shapes, and types, from the single torch to the dual torch to the triple to the quad. And everybody out there, everybody, wow, that sounds like a lot of people, doesn't it? Well, there are a lot of manufacturers out there that are making lighters to garner your business. And from this beautiful set that's lying out before you right now with Tommy Bahama edition, there's so many other manufacturers that have their own brand. You can get Prometheus, Cigar, Colibri, and the list goes on. There's nothing that you're going to lack in finding a particular brand or type lighter in a torch.
Yeah, and you can find, as we have here, we have a lighter cutter set.
Right.
We have a standard cutter. We have really a somewhat portable, though not totally convenient lighter, and then we have what's clearly a table lighter.
Absolutely.
So it makes a nice display.
Yeah.
It apparently was attractive enough that I bought it.
Not just one, though.
Yeah, well, I have two different sets of these, and so that's kind of nice. So to have the matching set,
Right.
I like that.
Right.
We have, you know, torches. You talked about single, triple, quadruple torches. We also have the minis.
Right.
Right, and this is a mini DuPont, and just puts out a tiny flame. You probably can't even see that. The flame is probably about this big.
Right.
More than adequate.
Yeah.
You want to go super discount? I bought about 10 of these at Walmart years ago.
Yeah.
Single flame, torch lighter. I think I paid $3 a piece for them.
Wow.
I bought as many as I could find. The other thing, you know, you can find your favorite brands.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Yeah.
You can find your favorite, support your local favorite line.
Yeah.
Or you can get, you know, one that has a punch
Aha.
in it, so it has both the lighter and the cutter in it. I think you have some interesting lighters to show us too.
Well, and suffice it to say, folks, there are a lot of options for you, right? And so this is one that's labeled and made for Fuente. It is signed by Carlos Fuente. It's a triple torch, and hopefully this will you'll be able to see this. And boy, that was a blast! And I did that purposely because you got to be careful of the fuel that you put in your cigar. The fuel does matter. If you put in a low-end fuel not recommended for that lighter, it would blow hot, and you would get with that. And I did that purposely, folks, just as a demonstration, so you would know. But I won't do it again. But what you would also see is at the bottom, where you refill the lighter, there's a punch. It flips open, and you can carry a lighter and a punch all together. You don't have to carry anything else. If your ideal way of cutting or having your cigar is to punch it, then you have a lighter, you have a punch. and you're good to go. Nice Fuente, and this also comes in a set as a lighter and cutter. But aside from that, I have some what I would call a more gimmicky lighter. This is a jet line that has a nice little touch sensor where you touch right here and you get a nice quad front. This is a quadruple flame torch. Beautiful, pretty wind resistant, pretty hefty to carry around in your pocket. So I'd say if you have somewhere to put this or put it on the table. But again, this also has a punch. And it's a great dual purpose lighter, guaranteed to get you lit, but you can have fun with it. Caveat, in direct sunlight, the sensor may not work as well. Know that, I learned it myself personally. But then on the DuPont side, we also have a DuPont lighter, which is another single flame torch. Pretty much a medium to high burning flame. I got it turned up as much as I need it to be because that's all the heat that I need to put to my cigar.
And I think that's one good thing about torch lighters is virtually all of them have adjustable flames.
Right.
And so you can tinker with that.
Yeah.
To get it to where you really want it to be. The reality is that torch lighters are more temperamental than soft flame lighters.
Absolutely.
And so if you run into an issue, do your research. Some of them are guaranteed for life.
Mm-hmm.
Others of them, your tobacconist, your local tobacconist, may be able to fix for you.
Maybe to repair it. But I got a treat though, because I had this hidden over here from the viewers. So if, like I was this morning, out early, started my smoker to get some meat on the grill. Happy 4th of July to you folks. And this little device here would look like a tool that you would use for creme brulee. Well, I keep this outside on my patio, and it's a single torch lighter. Comes in handy, would use up about a half a can of fuel, but it would last for months. And there you have it, folks. This little baby right here will get you and a party of 20 lit in no time at all. But be careful how you use it. You don't want to cook your cigar, you just want to light your cigar. But in the event that, like I said, you're doing a creme brulee, hey, have fun. You can flambe something or whatever have you. This is a great little device. I thought I'd bring that in just as a little, fun item for you. But then, what's our go-to, Bob?
You know, it's funny because my go-to lighter I have had for, I don't know, years.
Yeah.
It's a little $10 lighter. You can see a lot of similarity actually between the two lighters we had. It has been the least troublesome lighter. It is incredibly reliable.
Yeah.
$10. And it goes back to what is your reason for buying the lighter? Are you looking for functionality?
Right.
If you're looking for functionality and you want a torch lighter, $10 to $15 will open up the world to you.
It would get you there.
Once you get past that, you're looking for something special. You're looking either for something to support a particular line,
right.
Whether it's Fuente, Rocky Patel. Rocky Patel makes some beautiful lighters.
Yes, he does.
Or you're looking for aesthetics, much like I did with this Tommy Bahama set.
Mm-hmm.
Or you're looking for collectability. And it's a matter of what you want. But if you're looking purely for functionality, $10 or $15 will get you everything you need.
Yeah, it's all based on your personal preference. And, this is just a sample of what we have personally in our own collection. And, yeah, I guess it is a collection because I would say at last count, I may have 35, 40 lighters of various sorts. And am I done? No. Because I'll see something that looks shiny, and I'm one of those people that say, wow, I got to have that. And I'll add it to my collection.
You mean like I bought the Byron lighter, cutter, and ashtray?
Right.
Kind of thing? Yeah. Okay.
So it can happen to you too, folks. But as a daily use lighter, and I've dropped this lighter at least 6 times, it's reliable, and I can take it with me anywhere, with one exception, mind you. If we're traveling by air, you can't take this on the plane with you, folks. Now, if you empty it, because I've done that, I've come back from Colorado with this same lighter, but it was on empty, had no fuel in it. and it was in my check bag, it passed through muster. However, if it had fuel in it, yeah, what'd you say? You find this on eBay?
Yeah, that's where you will find your lighter. You will not be able to carry it on.
Right.
And strictly speaking, they aren't allowed in checked luggage.
Right.
If you, although I've
got
checked
lucky.
I've checked mine many times.
Yeah.
And I haven't had an issue with that. I think if you take the fuel out, your chances are better of doing that. And when you're traveling,
Soft
flame, buy it when you get there.
And if they take it, you're only out of $1.50. Well, folks, I think that's all we got to say on the matter right now. You know, lighters are a collectible if that's what, you know, you want to get into. Otherwise, save yourself a few dollars. In a pinch, you can get a $1.50 Bic or a nice Zippo with a, what is about a $10 insert that you would buy somewhere in that range?
Yeah, I think the insert costs about $15.
Okay.
So you can put it right inside your Zippo lighter there. Your
And
Zippo, I don't know what you call the thing.
Zippo
The
case. Yeah, and there's so many different Zippo. You guys know it like we know it probably better. There's so many types of Zippo cases out there, featuring your military branch, your home teams, whatever it is that you like. You can probably find it in a Zippo case, but you want a torch, get the insert, and you can carry your favorite Zippo lighter around. This is our favorite. This is a Vertigo. It's $10. You can take it. Vertigo, where you go. There's your new slogan. We want to thank you today, folks, for tuning into our channel. You know, again, it's been a blast. We got much more for you in store. I'm one of your hosts, Louis Starr. This is my buddy Bob Bylsma, and we're the Cigar Ambassadors. We want to thank you for tuning in. Drop us a line, subscribe to our page, but make sure you click that button to subscribe to our channel. We want to hear from you. We're two guys sitting here having a blast, exploring and seeking all the things to understand the culture and allure of cigars. Until next time, smoke well.